This always reminds me of the old carnival prizes. You pull on the tag and you see what comes out. Oh, what the heck? Okay, ouch. I don't know what the heck is that? A makeshift piece of lead? I don't know. Oh, there's an interesting little wood spool. Maybe it held yarn. I'm not sure. Well, not a huge squirt. I got my 2 milk glass, my cobalt blue, and although this one does have a crack in it, got a cool Hoyt's liquor bottle. Got a little crack up top, but I like the embossing. Hoyt's! At first glance, I thought this baby was dead, and she is not. Look at her. But someone caught her and left her out. I think that's a sand shark. I can't get a good look. It might be a baby shark. I'm not sure. No, it's at the bottom now. I think it's a sand shark. But why someone left her out? She's a good size. I'm gonna get her back in. Let's go. Oh, that was a sausage. She's in. I don't think she's doing so well. Looks like we've been on a copper run lately. Look at this nice piece. Sea glass. So what I'm doing here is I took a really good wash area where I saw some brass fragments and bolts on top. There's just too much metal in here to use a metal detector through all this, so I'm taking samples of some of this collected sand being washed out. I'm taking a big scoop and I take it to the water, I rinse it out, and I see what I got in there. And if it seems like I'm getting a decent amount of targets, I'll continue this area and really clean out the sand. I already pulled out a whole bunch of brass bolts, some older targets, and a clad dime, so I'll do a couple. Now what's working in my favor is that the tide coming in, after I take a couple big scoops and I look through it, 2 or 3 tides have already rushed in and took a layer of sand off of where I'm scooping. The water comes in, it's going to pull some sand out, and it's been revealing some more targets for me. And I just pulled up another nickel from just the wash that wasn't here beforehand. So it comes in, it washes out. I'm going to take another scoop, and then I can look and see if anything else was pulled up. It's like an old copper nozzle or brass. Sometimes it's hard to. Cool. So real fast, you notice what I did here? I dammed up this section right here. As I saw in the sand, there was definitely a collection of targets. Now the tide is coming in and out on me pretty high sometimes, so damming that up, I'm kind of stopping any of the relics from being pulled out. But the water, the tide coming in, is cleaning it out for me. So you can start to see some targets now showing up that I wouldn't have normally have seen. See the brass pieces? There's a lead weight there. So as long as I don't get smashed by the waves, they're once again working in my favor to clean out some of the sand, and hopefully we'll catch anything getting pulled out with that little dam. And I'll do it with the rest of these bigger rocks here. So as you can see, the tide comes in and starts to clean out the sand. And we'll see if any other targets start to pop out. So as you can see right now, it's kind of working like a charm. I'm not really getting older targets, but I did just flush out a quarter and a nickel, and it's still working for me. So I'm going to stay here a little bit longer and maybe set up a different area. So you can see I'm still pulling stuff out of this little section. And for 100 junk pieces, look at this awesome old little buckle. Well, I knew there was some history around here, and that is old. So I'm going to stay here a little bit longer and let the tide do my work for me. Still pulling some cool stuff out. You got to keep your eyes ready because something can pop up and then disappear on the next one. You are not going to believe this. A wash came in, it washed out, I saw something round, I stuck my finger in it, then I got smacked with a wave, and I already saw the 14K. Listen to me, I'm not using a metal detector. I'm sitting here letting the wash pull sand out, and I saw something like this, and it looked gold. Look what's on my finger. I stuck my finger in it just as the tide came in. What is that? That is serious size, and it says 14K P on it. What does the P mean? Practical joke? I don't know, I don't like that little tarnishing on the back, but I think that's gold. I think it's 14K, unless it's fake, but I will do the acid test when I go home. I just pulled that out of the wash, I stuck my finger in it. Look at that. That could be my double karma paying off. Just after that ring, I'm still getting a good amount of wash and stuff popping up. This key, and this is probably my 12th clad coin that just popped up out of this wash. So the tide is gone, and I'm not getting the same effect anymore, but that's just something I just used as kind of a natural sloosh. So I'll post what came out of this. Had to be about 35 coins. Had to finally move on from that section, but I came up on another spot where you can see the tide is doing the same thing for me, and you can start to make out as soon as the waves go away. Just pulled out a dime there, I can see other things there. Let's see what we got. Washer, weight. Come on, wash some stuff, wash some sand out. This is supposed to be low tide. Not sure what that is. It's brass. You can see I'm just picking these things up. Oh, it's like a big bullet. I'm not even sure. I'm trying to find the good stuff. There's another coin right there. Yeah, there's a beat up penny or dime. All these fragments, there's a bullet. Nut. Nothing fantastic yet. Old lead weight, look at that one. We're still looking. Here's another you're not going to believe it moment. The wave came in, I quickly reached down and grabbed a lead weight because I'm collecting all those lead weights. And a coin comes up with it, and it is my first silver of the day, a silver merc. I didn't even see it there, it just happened to be in my hands. So it could be, not really sure. Can't make out the date, 1940 something. Grabbed the lead weight, and that was in my hand. Look at this awesomeness. I think I saw something strange over here. Yes. All right. You're not going to believe the lead weights I pulled out today. This is the wash I'm looking for. This is a great, great day. The waves are working in my favor. Okay, here's my wrap up of that incredible day I had today. I picked up just over 70 fishing lures. And that doesn't include the scrap lead that I already put away. 70 fishing lures. Here's all the clad coins that I picked up in that wash. And a little bit more of the interesting stuff. There's a cool rock that I think might be quartz on top. Whatever. Here is the 1944 Mercury dime. Here was a really cool buckle. Another buckle. And then we got a cool bullet. This lead piece had some design on it, so I took it. It was like a valve maybe for a gas lamp. Another spray valve, looked old, clamps. Another bullet. Here's one of those little door flaps that goes in front of a keyhole. I think it says CC on it. And here is more of my scrap copper. And that was just an incredible day. But the best find, and now the find of the day. When I picked this thing up out of the wash and I saw that it said 14K on it, I was pretty stoked. But there was also a P after it. So I was a little concerned, because I don't know my jewelry marks that well, a little concerned that it might have been 14 karat plated. But when I researched it up, putting this ring in the late 70s, early 80s, dating it because they would put a P afterwards to give it a more specific mark that the 14K is a legit 14K, 99.7%. So that is a true 14 karat gold nugget ring. Incredible. What a day. So I just recently got this new awesome ring case, and we do have a new addition, and we're going to place this bad boy front and center. That's cool. Let me take this guy out. And we got a new spot right there. That means I can move this one over, because that'll be room for gold, because those are gold, that's gold, and that is white gold with diamonds.